Hello, everyone. I have decided to go to the bar. I have in one of my games I'm playing, I have a sim that's going to be going to university. And I decided to rebuild a few of the lots. So this is one of them. I redid the bar. Mostly because I wanted it to be kind of has a little bit of everything type place. Just because there's not a lot of lots in this world that we can do a lot with. So I went ahead and redid this and made it more of what I would see as like a fun college hangout. So I wanted to go kind of the Tudor look with this. So I used a lot of things from Get Together, and I really, really like how it turned out. I think it's really cute. It would, work well in the Get Together world, of course, because of how it looks. But this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. The university builds I'm doing are kind of trying to harness, like, if you're going to a college in England. Just because to me that's what this world really is at least Britechester, where I'm having her go, is to me, one of the, schools over there, and then maybe like the more modern one is something you'd find here in the US. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when they built this world, but that's my opinion. So the outside, I kind of tried to like say, keep, kind of a Tudor look as much as I could with what we have. And I also wanted it to have like some cool outdoor areas and, just make it so it's a good, fun place to take your sim. So I did put in like the outdoor eating area, which when I went here with my sim to nobody was outside. It was also cold, so that might be why. But it's definitely hopping inside. So my I don't even know. My goal was accomplished. There we go. So I had some fun trying to figure out the stairs. I wanted a basement area that was more like a club. So there's dance floor down there, another bar. So there's 2 bars in this build. If you wanted to and only wanted a bartender at the top bar, you could easily just replace the bar downstairs with some, counter seating. But I put a bar in. And it ended up, like I said, it ended up working pretty well. Like, there was a lot of, Sims showing up to this thing. So definitely ended up with the vibe I was going for. So down here, I was trying to figure out a good way to balance the dark basement with, not keeping things too dark. Because, I mean, I was not a major club person in my 20s. Yes, I'm now aging myself, okay? I'm older than 20. That's all I'm telling you. But the few I did go to, they weren't, they were dark. And there's a reason for that. It's that vibe that most clubs want, dance clubs, things like that. They want it to be a darker, more intimate feel to it. And though I wanted that with this build, I also realized that, real life and the Sims does not always coincide well. So I lightened it up a little bit with the tables, the bar area, and it was just so that I could have some lighting, but I didn't have to have as much lighting. So visually, it's still easily playable. But it also still has that kind of cozy club vibe. So I'm pretty happy with it. The other thing I wanted to do was figure out something to put down here on the walls, and nothing was working with me. But eventually I figured it out, and so I got this little dude that ended up staying. I moved those lights, added in more lighting, and just kind of made it a fun little area. I also went through before uploading and kind of changed the lighting a little bit. So what you see here and in the walkthrough is a little bit different, but not much. And then here I decided I really wanted the bar to be the focal point when you walked in. So I created that wall up there, and then I realized that I needed more than just one bathroom in this place because, you know, it is 3 stories. So moved down, put in a small little bathroom up there, and then I had already planned on putting this one here that I'm working on in. So just decorating it up a little bit. Again, I wanted kind of a cozy vibe with this, and even up here, I wanted kind of a cozy vibe. Again, English pub type deal is kind of what this floor is supposed to be reflecting. Each floor has a little bit of a theme. You'll see that, and yeah, you'll also see me playing with some weird debug things because I have squirrel mentality where, ooh, pretty, and I gotta look at it and see it. I call it squirrel mentality because, you know, squirrel. And you get distracted. Fun story about squirrels. When I worked at a bank once, I used to say that, you know, squirrel, when I'd get distracted. And the one day I looked out the window and went, hey, squirrel. And everybody got confused. And they're like, what are you distracted by now? And I'm like, the squirrel. So, you know, I should really watch what I put out there, right? Hey, leave a comment if you also have used squirrel to mean, hey, I'm distracted. Just saying. All right, so this bathroom area, I really wanted to kind of get that college vibe, you know, where you've got maybe students putting up ads for something. So that's why that's in there. I don't know if you've ever been to a bar that they have that in the bathroom, but I have, so that's why it's there. And the other thing with this, I really wanted like some booth seating. I kind of struggled a little bit to figure out exactly what I wanted to put in there and how, but it ended up working out pretty well. The tables do move around a little bit more. I struggled a little bit with this floor plan. But the end result is wonderful. So the 6.5 hours it took me to build this was worth it. Though I will say there were some hiccups along the way, and I will explain that a little more detail later. All I have to say is don't hate me. So I wanted this little like glassed in area to be like an addition to the bar. Like, think this is again like an old English pub, and they bought it or, you know, inherited it, however you want to go into the lore, and decided to add this fun little like glassed in area just to add like a gaming space is kind of what my thought process was with that. So that's why it does kind of look like it was added on, because in my mind it was. So they didn't even bother like changing the outside wall or anything. So that's all still the same. They just put in this glassed in area. I did consider putting in the screen windows instead, but for me, again, thinking, cold English weather, yeah, I didn't do that. But feel free to change it out. Alright, so just adding a few more games in, and realized here that I meant to put a fireplace in. So playing with that, figuring out how I want to do that, and then completely changing my mind as to how it looks. So I really wanted to use this fireplace from the Horse Ranch pack in both levels, but it just didn't work right. And of course, TV had to go in the bar somewhere, so above the fireplace, right? All right, and then I kept playing around with the wall a little bit and finally decided that, no, I don't want it to be, 4 walls around that. I think it was just because the fireplace I chose to use, it just didn't look right. And then adding in some decor. And again, I wanted to keep it kind of fun, the college vibe. And I like it. I wanted some light in here, because to me, like, you have the cozy and you have the club that's darker downstairs. I wanted this glassed-in area to be a little bit lighter and brighter. I'm just kind of figuring out, like, the flooring, finishing all that up. And then, of course, having to add the ceiling, right? I love the ceilings. I really do. Though I will say, I realized that I had to redo the upper floor so I could put in the ceiling. It was okay, though. It all worked out. I'm just kind of fixing things from having to re-add that floor. It's the only downside is sometimes it deletes things and then you have problems later, but... Alright, so I do want to explain this. I stopped recording and then forgot to hit record again. So, I'm just going to show you what I did. So here's the main bar area. And that's what I meant by don't hurt me, okay? I'm sorry. I'll remember to hit record. I've done it a couple times now. But I really like how this looked, and I wanted to show it off in video, not just pictures like I have been doing. So I really want to work on my skills with that. So love this little bar area. I did move that light down after I recorded all this. I also added some stuff, some more cluttery items in. I think I got distracted by not recording. So this is the upstairs that I didn't get recorded. It's kind of the stage lounge area, and I really love how this turned out. Got a couple of little gnomes in there just because I thought they were fun. And then the fireplace area. All right. Well, if you liked this build, please make sure to like and subscribe. And take a look at the video below. Bye now, guys.